Here's what I've come to understand, is that the world is desperate for a mother. The world is desperate for a mother because the mother is usually the one that is guiding us. The mother is usually the teacher. The mother is usually the nurturer. The mother is usually the one that is the one we look up to for comfort and support and emotional mirroring. And as we are all going into, I speak for, I've been through my dark night of the soul and I found stability. In the stock market, they call it the 200-day moving average. When you hit that 200-day moving average, if there is a true foundation of knowing whose and whom you are, you will stabilize and start going up. Every stock does this. I learned this in the stock market. The stock market is one of the best teachers of human psyche and human behavior. This is why I'm so thankful for Wall Street. Yes, Wall Street was quite something, but honestly, I am so thankful for Wall Street because you can see human behavior in charts. You can see it just right there. Yes. So, if you do not know whose and whom you are and what your purpose is here on planet Earth, you will not find a 200-day moving average or that stability to bounce off on and be able to climb on up and renew yourself. You will be popping pills, taking vitamins, doing all sorts of these things. Inside, you are collapsing. Because the mind will be so fragmented with so many ideas. The suicides that are going to unfold in the next 10 to 20 years are going to be quite something. I am channeling, speak this truth. I've got to speak the truth and cannot sugarcoat it. Because most people are fragmented. They are so fragmented. The spirit is not in the body. I need to speak like a Zulu woman. Truthfully, this. The spirit is not in the body. Let me go back to my British accent. The spirit is not in the body. Honestly, the spirit is not in the body. People I've been watching and I'm like, this is why. It's the program. The program needs you to be distracted on the phone in the subway. The program needs you to be drugged up. People are high on weed, high on their drugs. They're high. And it's not even like the shooting up. It's the prescription, it's the weed, it's the alcohol, it's some kind of drug. I was at a networking event and I had this guy ask me, he's like, you go through reality sober? I said, and what's wrong with that? He's like, no, come on. You literally go through reality sober. I said, yes, I go through reality sober every single day. He's like, why? I'm like, why do I want to be high? I know what the program requires. I've already done that. I've lived that. I don't need alcohol. I don't need prescription pills. I'm not saying do not take your prescription pills. If you have to take your prescription pills and your depression and your anxiety, go ahead, do you. Who am I to judge you? Okay? But try to go through life sober. There is so much joy by going through life sober. The program needs you to be drugged up, depressed, in debt, so that you can self-destruct and be so disempowered sitting there. Well, let me tell you my sad story. Nobody cares about your sad story. Life does not care about your sad story. Get it moving. And I have had to have these conversations with myself. So that's why last week I just went out on the town. I said, whoo, she's back. She's back on the streets. Hi, I'm back. And what I learned about this being out on the street is that the world needs a mother. Because for years, 5,000, 6,000 years, patriarchy has been ruling. Where is Mother God? I want to ask this question. I have been asking this question for so long. Where is Mother God? But then I had to ask this question about myself when I was talking to my dad about money. I said, okay, am I the Mother God? Being the counselor and the supporter and the cheerleader for my father because I've been to therapy and he never went to therapy. While I was writing my book, I was like, okay, I guess I'm Mother God right now for my father. But then I said, what beliefs did I pick up about money that I didn't even have a conversation with my mother on? What beliefs? What beliefs? Then I had to start looking at myself. I sat this past weekend and I had to look at my belief systems around money. But I've been doing this for a while now, but especially around the feminine. The feminine. This has been ongoing for 3 months, but this past weekend I sat and I looked at these beliefs around money and I said, I didn't even know that some of these beliefs existed. That's why I've said in some of my videos, you can watch them here again. Do not blame your parents. Do not blame your parents. Number one, these people are not your parents. Father, mother, God. Mother, father. Your ancestry is God consciousness. Okay? God consciousness. But you have to live at fifth dimension and above to understand what I am talking about. But I have faith in you. I think you can get there. These people that say, 3D to 5D, what happens in 4D? What is happening in 4D? And they don't tell you, what am I dealing with in third dimension? You are dealing with your past lives. You are dealing with your ancestral traumas and triggers and money stories and all sorts of this drama. And at the fourth layer of consciousness, you're dealing with some serious energies. And at the fifth level of consciousness, it's pure divinity. Okay, yes, there's still demons and stuff like this there, but it's just pure. I feel it. I am living it 6th, 7th, 8th. God does not limit itself. There is no such thing as energy limiting itself. It is infinite. At this moment, we can only comprehend maybe to 12, 13 chakra systems. Let's just keep it at 7. What? There's 12, 13 chakras? Why not? There's no limitation. Infinity. God is. I am. I am. God is. This is a mantra you should have for yourself. I am, God is. It will break you out of these limitations of recession, of there's no jobs. All of these limitations that we get ourselves involved in, it will break you out. Wake up. Wake up. So let's go back to the story. There is no mother God. Forever, society, religion, education, all of these industries have been focused on the masculine. That's why I spent a majority of my time talking to my dad about money. And most of the people that I've spent my time with are men, talking to them about money. And then I had to look at myself and say, so I have been the mother figure for all of these men. Who has been the mother figure for me? This is when I had my crashing moment with women who were trying to kill me because they had dysfunctional beliefs around money. And I said, hang on a moment. How could I sign up for this? No, first, you do not go into how can I sign up for this? This is really advanced thinking. First, you go into victim consciousness. This is the first layer where you're just totally checked out and you are spinning in your emotions. But you got to live it. This is why truth is important. This is why therapy is important. There are so many people being sacrificed. It's a thing in South Africa. I keep bringing in South Africa. It's because I am South African. But so I have to kind of like share this knowledge. But most of these countries, they are sacrificing people for money. In South Africa, there's a huge trend of women. It's women that are killing for insurance money. There was a police officer, the police officers and the teachers. They are killing for my insurance money. I'm like, I wonder where this energy is coming from. Luciferian agenda. In America, it's the human trafficking. Yes. It's the same energy. It's the same energy. All over the world it's happening. Oh yes, it's happening. There's a lot of money in death. There's a lot of money in death. But choose not to die. Choose not to die. Die to your limitations. This you must. Die to these limitations so that you can live fully. But choose not to die in the flesh. Choose not to die. Say, I will live. No matter what, I will live. Cannot take me out. I will live. I know what the program is. I will live. Right. So, we have not seen the most embodied, healthy, loving image of Mother God. Where have we seen this? That's why it's, for me, been such a beautiful journey to work with Osset and to embody that energy, to work with Kuan Yin, embodying that energy, to work with Grintara, embodying that energy, Kalima, Sekhmet, the dark goddesses like ferocious Dakinis, knowing that, yo, Mother Earth, she gives life. But Mother Earth, when she's ready, it's a tsunami, it's a flood, it's a fire. Respect. Bow. We have not been initiated. There are so many beings here on planet Earth walking around uninitiated to the truths. And this is why they get themselves involved in such interesting things. Interesting. Because no initiation. These souls are uninitiated. Here's what's going to happen as we go into the dark night of the soul. You are going to go through initiation, whether you like it or not. Why, Tammy, but like, why are you being so harsh? This is what life requires of all of us. I went ahead of you. I just went ahead, 10 years ahead. So for the next 10 to 20 years, humanity is going to go through an initiation process so that you can learn who is God. Who is God? Energy. We are going to completely check out this idea of this white man in the sky with long hair and this idea of Jesus with long flowy hair and a white dress walking barefoot. Everyone is going to get out of this because it's Christ consciousness, Buddha consciousness, God consciousness. It's going to be rough. You're going to need a whole lot of resilience. And nobody's going to do it for you. Nobody. And we are going to see those who refuse to heal. They are going to check out. You're going to hear stories. What happened? She jumped out of a building. Sure. It's going to be daily drinks because human beings love to get drugged up with alcohol or the weeds. These are the conversations that we're going to be having at networking events now. Not, how was Q1? It's not going to, did you hear? He did what? Yes, he overdosed. Be ready for this. I encourage you to be one of those visionaries who say, I will not die. I will not die. I will walk. I will stand. I will pray. I will sing my gratitude. And I will dream boldly as I speak the truth about what God consciousness has said about me. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. I can never die. And if you do not know this because you're so fragmented in the head and you're hooked up to outside validation, I'm sorry, but you're out. Goodbye. God bless. Don't talk about those sorts of things. These sorts of things are so uncomfortable. Well, I don't know what to tell you. I got to deliver my message and I got to keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Okay. So we have no idea of what Mother God is. We have no idea. Because patriarchy has been Father God. We cannot keep blaming patriarchy. We cannot keep blaming our parents. We cannot keep blaming the government and the white people and the black people and the Mexicans and the Asian people. We cannot. Who cares about this blame consciousness? It is taking responsibility consciousness time now. Taking responsibility consciousness time